all doing today? My name is Jumi, aka Deborah, as Africans or Nigerians will call it, aka Debbie or Deborah, as Americans would call it, aka Debs, as I'm easy for my channel. How are you guys doing today? I'm going to be sharing with you all a story of what happened when I went to go get my contacts prescription updated. It's a very interesting story. As you all know, every year, for those of you that wear contacts, you have to renew your prescription every year because your prescription is only valid for a year, and for glasses it's 2 years. So me and my husband, we were on our way to go because my husband wears glasses, but I wear contacts. Sometimes I wear glasses at home too. So I was going to get my contacts and my glasses prescription updated, and my husband was going to go get his glasses prescription updated. So we scheduled an appointment, and we were there at 11 o'clock in the morning, which was our appointment. So we got there, and on getting there, we had to wait to see the doctor. Usually so guys, whenever you're going for any kind of appointment, when it comes to health, whether it's medical, whether it's optical, or whether it's dental, you always have to make sure that you are prepared to wait, because you have to wait. I don't know, it's just, even if there's 4 people there or 20 people there, you just always have to wait. So me and my husband, we were waiting, and it was my turn to go get my prescription, and it was my turn to be seen by the doctor. Now mind you, I didn't have my contacts on because I wanted them to look at my eyes, so I wasn't wearing my contacts. And as soon as I got in, they ran their test or whatever, and then the optician, he gave me a prescription. So it was time for me to sit with the lady that was supposed to help us get our prescriptions ordered, because usually whenever you go with your insurance, it's always good to get your prescriptions right away. So my husband was looking for glasses. While we were waiting, it was good that he was checking out glasses to see which glasses he was going to get. And I already knew what kind of contact prescription I was going to get, because I always wear the same brand of contacts, because I've tried so many contacts. I've tried, I think it's called something lens, I think it's Focus lenses or something like that. I've tried other brands of contact lenses, but they didn't work for me. They was always itchy, or they didn't fit right or whatever. So I always used Air Optic contact lenses. So I always knew I was going to, in the colors of green, but I didn't know I had to tell them that. I thought they were going to give me whatever brand I wanted, but I didn't know I had to tell them the brand that I wanted to get. But anyway, I'm just going ahead of myself. But anyway, so the doctor saw me, and he gave me my prescription, and it was time for me to sit down with the lady. And I told the lady I was going to go first because my husband wasn't ready yet. He was still looking at his glasses frames that he was going to get, and he still was undecided. So I already knew what brand of contacts I was going to order. So I wasn't getting glasses that day, but I wanted to get the glasses examination updated, but I was only going to get contacts ordered. So anyway, so she was like, no problem. So she's entering all my information in the system. And it's taking quite a bit of time. So I was like, let me just take a look at the paperwork that I had in front of me of my new prescription. So I'm looking at it. I was like, wait a minute. This doctor is telling me that my prescription is now 5.25. Like that can't be right, because I didn't have paperwork of my old prescription with me, but I had it on my phone. So I looked at my phone, and I was like, wait a minute. My old prescription was 4.75 for each eye. So why is it 5.50 now for each eye? Am I more blind, or what's going on? Is my prescription worse? Because when I was having my examination done by the optician, he kept saying, oh, good eyes, everything is good, whatever. So when I saw that my prescription had increased, I was like, what's going on? So I asked the lady, and I was like, what's going on? It seems that my prescription has gone up. And she was like, oh, okay. And I showed her my old prescription. She was like, okay, wait, let me talk to the doctor and see what he says or whatever. And she went back and came back, and she's like, he's kind of busy, but let's try it out. Let's try this new. They didn't have the brand of what I wanted to order, but they had other samples that had the prescription already in the sample. So she was like, let's just try it on, which made sense, because even though my insurance covered the visit, there was a feeding fee included. So whenever you're going to go get contact examinations or whatever, they always charge you for a feeding fee, which is that you're allowed to try samples. So every time you go for a contact examination, guys, make sure you try the contact prescription on, because you are paying for it anyway. So I'm glad she brought it up, because I didn't even think about trying it on. I just wanted to, because we've been waiting so long. I think it was already like 1 o'clock or whatever at the time, and my husband had to be at work, so we were already like in a hurry. So I didn't even think to try it on. But when I realized that my prescription had gone up even twice as much or whatever, a little bit more, I was like, you know what, I need to check this out. So she was like, you need to, we can try it on. So when I tried on the prescription, my new prescription, which was in the Claire, because it had samples there, I was like, whoa, this is not. I was like, it was too strong. I couldn't really see, and I'm like, what is going on? This cannot be my new prescription, or whatever. And she was like, oh, this is just probably based on, because whenever you're sitting in the exam room, they give you like different lenses, and you have to read different letters or whatever to see if you can see it. So I guess based on that, he concluded that this was my new prescription. But when I tried the sample on, it was not working. The first thing that came to my mind was, I can't drive with this prescription. There's no way I can drive with this prescription lenses because it's too strong. So she was like, wow, so I'm going to need to talk to the optician. So she went back and talked to him, and he was like, I might need to come back, or I might need to do my examination again. There must have been some mistake. I was like, okay, no problem. So she started doing my husband, because my husband was already getting impatient. He had to go back to work, and he was already running like 2 hours late. So my advice to you guys, if you're going with your spouse somewhere and your spouse has to be somewhere else, please take 2 cars. Do not come in 1 car. Because I wish I brought my car and he brought his car, because we came in his car. But I wish we kind of brought 2 separate cars so he could have just finished his glasses order and glasses examination and gone to work, and I could have just stayed there because I took the day off. I didn't have to go back to work. But because my husband was so much in a hurry and had to get my test done again, we just, ordered. He finally chose a pair of glasses that he was going to get. So he ordered these glasses, and we had to come back home. So I scheduled an appointment that same day around 4 something, to come back and get my contacts lens examination redone. And I was advised to keep my contacts on, which is weird because every time I've gone to take an update test for contacts or glasses, I've never had either on. I've never had to wear my glasses or my contacts. So when they told me to come back with my old prescription contacts, I was really surprised, but whatever. So, I had to, so luckily the optical office or clinic or whatever was only 10-15 minutes away. So we just had to drive back home. My husband got his car, I went to work, and I drove by myself back to the clinic. It was only 15 minutes, and I waited for my appointment. Luckily, by the time I got back, it was time for my appointment. So mind you, this means I spent the whole day from 11 to 4:30 at the optical clinic. But whatever. I just wanted to get it done that day because I didn't want to come back the next day. So I put on my prescription, my old prescription contacts. The optician, who's a male, he does the whole test again or whatever, and then he gives me another prescription. So this time around, he's like, so my old prescription, I had 4.75 on each eye, the same prescription, and then the one he had done that was too strong was 550 on each eye, right? So this updated prescription that he did for me again had my left eye at 5.0 and my right eye at 450. That made me completely laugh because I'm like, what is going on? And the lady kind of made me realize that the optician that was there was not their regular optician. He was just filling in for the regular doctor because he was on vacation or he had a day off or whatever. So when I realized that the new prescription he had given me was 5 on my left eye and 450 on my right eye, I just had to laugh because that means what he did was he had added 0.25 on one eye and deducted 0.25 on the other eye because my old prescription was 4.75 on each eye. So I kind of laughed and said, why can't he just give, if he knows my eyes are still the same prescription, why can't he just give me the same prescription of 4.75 on each eye? Why is he giving me a 5.0 on one eye and 4.50 on one eye, which adds up to the same thing? And it was just crazy. And she was just laughing, and she was like, you know what, that's the prescription he gave you. So you can either order your brand of contacts with this, or you can go get your test done somewhere else. I've been there all day, so I was just like, whatever. I tried the new prescription on with the 450 on my right and the 5 on my left, and it worked out. It wasn't as crazy as a 550, which was my initial prescription there. I was like, you know what, it's better. I can see with it. I can drive with it. It's fine. I'm tired. I'm gonna go home. Let's just order my contacts because my insurance covered the contacts order for the new prescriptions. I was like, let me just get this done and go home because I was already tired and fed up and stressed out. I'm like, this is crazy. It was just funny how he just took out 0.25 on one eye and added 0.25 on the other eye. It just made no sense. But I got the prescription. I was like, you know what, whatever. So I ordered my prescription for Air Optics contacts, and I always wear the green color. And I left. I think I left around 6, so I spent the whole day there. It was crazy. I left around 6, and I called my husband. And I told my husband what happened. He was just laughing. He was like, "That's crazy. Like, why did they do that? It's just crazy." But whatever. So that's my experience. Usually I get my contacts from online from 1-800-contacts, but usually you have to have a prescription before you can order. But now they're doing this thing where you can actually get your prescription done online with them. I'm not sure. I think when I logged in or when I checked out the website, they were saying something about how you can get your prescription online with them. But I was just not in. I was not in the mood to even try because I already had insurance, and I just went there. I already set up an appointment. So I just went with the test. I went with the new prescription. I ordered my new contacts and my new prescription, and I just let it be. I was like, you know what, whatever. As long as I can see, that's fine. And it's only going to be valid for a year. So after another year, I'll go get it done, and hopefully it's going to be back to my 4.75 of my previous prescription. Anyway, guys, I just thought it was a very interesting story of my experience at the optical clinic, and I thought I should share with you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed my story time. Please hit the subscribe button and the notification button to always get notified every time I upload a video on YouTube, and let me know if you have any comments or questions, and thank you for watching. Bye.